Hello, what up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 255 today. Today we're going to get stuck on into a few more games of the Weekend League. If you remember from yesterday, we were... what were we? 4-1? I think we're 4-1 in the Weekend League, so a pretty good start actually, considering the last couple of weeks has been kind of awful. And then, you know, we'll get stuck in, play another 5 games today, open up a Twitch gaming pack, and hopefully pack a nice team of the season from the Serie. That would be the goal anyway. If you could do me a huge favour, smash a thumbs up. You know I love your support. 4,000 likes is your target. Come on, show that support, and of course, subscribe to the channel as well if you are new around here. So the team is looking as monstrous as ever. We of course have our red Pedro, we have our red Kimmich, we have our blue Goretzka, Waman, Grimaldo, Tapsoba, and I made a decision at the start of this episode to change out Bender for Mbabu, because I was playing these games, right? Again, just before the Serie Tots came out. I was essentially waiting for Serie Tots to come out. I thought, hey, I might as well get some games done. And that Mbabu SBC was still out. And if I tried a couple of games with this one and I liked it, I was going to send my entire club of whatever I could possibly afford to get the flashback Mbabu before he expired. Obviously, since it's not in the thumbnail of the video and stuff, I don't go ahead and do that. But we are currently sat on 170,000 coins because I sold Neuer, Team of the Season Neuer, in the last episode because I didn't absolutely love him. I didn't think he felt like, you know, unreal goalkeeper. Like Edison felt really, really good. Tots Edison. But we've just gone back to Edwin van der Sar for now because I've got him in the club. He's untradeable. What am I supposed to do? Like, he gets links for everyone. It helps out. And I actually ended up going 1-0 down. It turns out that since I was 4-1 and playing on a Friday, next gen just became super sweat fest. I didn't expect it because the first 5 games were actually okay, but then again, the first 5 games are kind of random, aren't they? Until you start hitting that form. And then all of a sudden, yeah, you start to meet up against those people and you're like, ah, yeah, this is kind of my level of FIFA. I suck compared to everybody else. So not soon as I was 2-1 down, I went 3-1 down, literally within a couple of FIFA minutes. He must have grabbed the ball off me from my kickoff after conceding the 2-1 goal and ran down the other end and scored again. And I was 3-1 down at halftime, pretty much getting destroyed, possession-wise, score-wise, you name it. This guy was just better than me. And he ends up making it 4-1 in the 69th minute. And I'm not going to quit. Obviously, I'm not going to quit, but I am going to throw the kitchen sink. And that is going to lead to this. Yo, you just love to see the through balls. I do abuse them. Everyone abuses them. But when you do throw the kitchen sink, all it takes is one Y ball and your opponent is through on goal with a couple of attackers. Your defenders are in no man's land. And he played that game in a 3-5-2. And I changed to a 4-2-2-2. I changed to a 4-1-2-1-2. I tried all of what I've got at my disposal, what I can work with, and I couldn't get near him. Yeah, very good player. GG's. So that becomes 4-2. Yeah, this doesn't sound quite as good, does it? You know, 5-1 would have been far better. But we go into the next game, and unfortunately for me, we come up against someone else who is also very good at the game. I must have just been playing badly as well, I guess, like a combo of him being better than me playing badly, something just not clicking. I mean, when you look at the stats at halftime, I probably shouldn't be 2-0 down. He got a little bit of the lucky bounce with a couple of with those 2 goals, but the second half just turns into, oh dear Lasty, what are you doing kind of mode. This guy really stepped up in the second half and actually fully and utterly deserved the win. So I'm going to get smacked in this game. It's not good. I think I end up losing 7-0. maybe. Like, what am I doing? I'm just like, I'm getting pressured all over the place. I don't know where my players are. It's an absolute disgrace from me. And I think Benzema ends up bridging and then scoring. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I think for the last goal, I'm not even playing. You can see my player in the top right corner. I'm not playing. I'm fully done at this point. I was about to lose my head. So I decided that I'm going to stick to my two loss rule. If I lose 2 on the bounce, literally one game after the other, I have to stop for at least 15, 20 minutes. You know, go on Twitch, watch someone play Warzone, which is something I like to do. It's quite relaxing and enjoyable. Do that for a little bit before, you know, try and get that headspace back to a point where my blood's not boiling, you know, and we're ready to go back into a game again. So that's kind of like the aim. So Bender comes straight back in because I didn't rate Mbabu there at centre back at all. And I'm sure the flashback one would have been better, but I also kind of didn't want to spend absolutely everything I've got before Serie Tots came out, in case it was absolutely amazing. I mean, I think it looks very good. There is a Chucky Lozano. I don't know whether we're going to do his SBC or not. I'm just not sure, because although he does look very, very good, like, I've got so many crazy attackers, even on my bench, that can't even get onto the pitch at any point. So I don't know why I would need another one. The only reason we would possibly do it is if I packed someone crazy from Napoli. I'm not even sure who else would link to him. I know there's an Insigne, but he's over the left-hand side, right? So it wouldn't really work. Yeah, for some reason I went back to old gen, because next gen seemed like it was absolutely nutty. And the first game, I go 1-0 up and the guy quits. And I'm like, all right, is it really like that over here? I'm sticking here forever. I do try and go back over to the game which looks slightly nicer, but you get punished for it. I swear you just get punished for it. So into the next game we go. A little bit of an underpowered team that this guy had compared to like the likes of what I've got and what we've been facing. And right off the bat, like, he just made a couple of errors, and look at the pace that Waman's got to just walk past Puyol. It's crazy. And Ronaldo ends up getting the rebound. So with team of the season Ronaldo out now, he obviously got a slightly better like shooting and physical and stuff. He's a little bit slower than the Ronaldo that I've got, and I don't think they gave him the 5-star weak foot. So he is just 5-star, 4-star. I'm pretty sure anyway. Haven't fully checked myself, but you know, it won't matter because we're never going to pack him, and we've already got one even if we did. So we've got the joint best Ronaldo on the game. I'm sure. I can't even tell you what the dynamic looks like for the Tots Ronaldo, if it's any better than the one we've got. But the Team of the Year design does look a little bit more like royal. However, I absolutely love the Tots design this year. I think they've knocked it out of the park. So, yeah, that's why I've got as many of them in my team as I can possibly get. So this game actually was going really well for me. I don't quite know how, because when my opponent was on the attack, I actually felt like he was going to make goals happen, but we just it was obviously the same for me when we were running down the other end. Ottavio, I keep coming up against him, and he's very good. If he would have been a red option for me, I think we would have had to seriously consider it. But yeah, I don't know why, but my opponent scores an own goal. Maybe he was done at that point, but he shouldn't have done that, because although I do something really nice here, I hit a nice roulette, nice heel to heel, and then score a nice sort of skill goal, I guess you could say. Not like a 5-star skills crazy montage type of goal, but I still scored quite a nice goal nonetheless. But he actually made his way back into this game a couple of times. He got the goal back to make it 6-3. I then get a red card by mistiming a challenge with Tapsoba, who has been a rock solid defender so far, by the way. So the odd slip up from me, not going to blame him whatsoever. Definitely my fault for lashing out and putting that silly challenge in. But as you can see, I ended up putting Goretzka at centre-back because he can play absolutely anywhere. Brought Vidal on and played without a cam for the rest of the game. And he actually got another goal and was really pushing to try and get back in the game. So if he hadn't have scored that own goal, I don't know what would have happened. I have no idea why he scored that. It was like he was done with the game at that point in time, but he absolutely shouldn't have been. Into the next game we go. Crazy team that my opponent's got. You don't often see Player of the Month Mbappe. You don't often see Team of the Year Van Dijk and Trent and stuff. Like, I don't know. Anyway, it's just crazy squad that he's got. But as we were both playing, And when I look back at this a couple of times, it wasn't like either my players or his players just went off in a straight line direction, you know, like when you're getting kicked from the servers. So I have no idea how and why that game just got booted. But when I check my games here, matches remaining, 21 still. We're 6-3, so, you know, we didn't lose a game out of that. And we were losing. I don't know what happened there, but I didn't get booted from the servers. I assume he did, but for what reason? Maybe his internet went. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we end up getting kind of lucky there because I felt like that game was that gamer was gonna destroy me. And we go into the next game here, which I think is going to be the last game of the episode, and I actually go 1-0 up literally right off the bat. And he equalises like soon after. Sabitzer knocks it into Eric Cantona. We all know every single version of Cantona destroys me whenever I play against him. It is just the way it goes. I think I play sloppy when I come up against him because I'm scared of him. He destroys me, terrorizes my defense every single time. And he gets a couple of goals there. Actually turns the game around, so he's 2-1 up. But I whip the ball off him here with Cristiano Ronaldo, knock it into Pedro, who's just going to turn that defender nicely and slot it home. So because my opponent celebrated against me and does that for every future goal that he scores, I decided, hey, we're gonna do our celebration against him as well, because, you know, anything you can do, I can do better. So he ends up actually turning the game around again, going 3-2 up with birthday Atal and running off and doing that celebration again. So I'm like, I'm gonna remember that, bro. I am totally gonna remember that. And when we score, which we will do, I'm gonna celebrate as well. So Neres ends up getting through and banging it home on that right foot to get the equalising goal just before half time. And apparently this is the celebration that I've got on. What is that? The turn and zoom. We had that last week and I forgot to change it. We packed one the other day, which I said I was going to use, and I've forgotten to. Sorry guys. So yeah, 3-3 at half time. I probably don't deserve, you know, to be level considering the stats of this game. But a little directional nutmeg goal. I've tried to. You don't see them anywhere near as much from me anymore, but sometimes it's just you do what you got to do, right? But there was a couple of weekends where that was all I was scoring, whereas now I try and do, you know, a little bit of something like that, like a little ball roll, scoop turn combo type thing, and we've been trying to score nicer goals as opposed to just completely abusing the mechanics. But it felt good to win against that guy because he was a 5 at the back, yeah, I just knew it from the start. This one was going to be one of them games, and actually it turns out that we get the win and we can go 7-3. So from losing the first couple of games and being 4-3 to turn that around and get 3 straight wins in a row, getting ourselves up to 10 games played, 7 wins achieved. Not bad. Halfway through my weekend league as it stands right now. It is time to go into the Prime Gaming Pack. I waited until Serie Tots came out, and this was the first thing I opened, dead on 6 PM. So we can see if we can go ahead and, well, we can't get a Tots in this bit, but maybe in the player pick. We do get boards though. We get a little Strakosha. You know, I'll take a little 83. The club's empty. I need all I can get for potential SBCs over the next coming days. But yeah, we end up getting a little Strakosha, and in the player pick, 4 players pop up. 1 is a Tots. We get ourselves a Serie A Tots. It is Berardi. I think the worst one. Maybe the worst one. I'm not sure. It might be someone worse than him. He actually looks like an alright card, but am I going to use him? Probably not. And we actually get Jadon Sancho's card about 6 seconds after his team of the season went out of pack. So that's kind of unfortunate. But of course I saved it for Serie A because I wanted to maybe pack someone from the new Tots, which is exactly what we do. So we get Berardi. I don't think that's anything to really write home about, but for a free pack from Prime Gaming or whatever, I will absolutely take it. So this is that Lozano we were talking about. High-low work rates. Does look like a crazy card, but it's the same Lozano as we always get. Like, I don't know whether I'm that buzzing to get him. I don't know. This Barella looks very good. Seems like quite a lot of games, of course. It does look like a pretty cool card, though. Do you think we need him with all the crazy midfielders that we've got in our squad? Probably not, but hey, potentially we could grind for him later in the week. I then went into, you know, if you go into objectives and you skip all the way to the left, probably that way for you. There's the teams thing, whatever that is. I completed one. I got a free pack. I entered one. and I got a free pack. I don't know. I think it was bugged. It shouldn't have given you the pack to begin with. But hey, we'll take it. It's a little UCL pack, so it was never going to be a Tots or anything. But yeah, we just get a couple of little blue cards, one rare, one non-rare. Nothing crazy. I think I get 76 and a 75. So yeah, it is what it is. But I'm sure some people there probably got themselves a I don't know, like a UCL Messi or something. So that is pretty much going to wrap things up for this episode. A mixed bag in terms of the gameplay today. Sticking on next gen basically lost us a couple of games at the start of this episode. Putting some chem styles on my players, actually. I put an engine on Pedro, and I put a hunter onto Kimmich to make him like an all-90 club type player. And I think they've both been playing better since, which is weird because they looked incredible on basic. So just having chem styles there, I think is, I prefer the look of it as well when they've got custom chem styles on. I could potentially look at getting a Serie Tots into the squad in the next episode, depending on how much Donnarumma has settled out. I could bring him into the squad in replace of Van der Sar. I might do that, actually, test him out, see how good he is. But other than that, the squad is probably going to stay fairly similar for the rest of the weekend league. But hey, you know me, I do change the team all the time, so who knows what's around the corner, really. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I thank you for that. I can't believe I've said that bit before I've said smash a thumbs up. You know I love your support. 4,000 likes is your target. Thank you for all of your crazy likes and comments and stuff. It does mean the world to me. Tots has been really fun, actually, on the RTG, and I just want to say thank you for all of your crazy support. Twitter and Instagram links are down below. I haven't set you the like target today because I'm just not sure whether or not I'll have a double upload for you tonight. Slightly different circumstances, busier weekend, that type of thing. But if I do have enough content for it, of course I will upload that for you. But I just can't promise anything, so I haven't set you the goal to get 4,000 likes before 8 PM. Have a great day, everyone. Take it easy, stay safe and healthy, and I will catch you tomorrow, or maybe tonight, for another episode. Peace.